our lesson Natural Rhythms of the Earth. In this lesson, the next topic is external process. Children, we saw how the rocks and mountains rise up due to the internal process, isn't it? So, because of the sudden movement or because of interior vibration, we can see how mountains will rise and how different formation will be formed. All of you might have observed your primary standards, isn't it? And because of the wind and water, the wind and water, it plays an important role in shaping of the landforms. It's shaping of landform. What is it? Wind and water. Let us. Wind and water very powerfully. They will flew. Wind will move in very great speed. And water will flow in great speed also. They will cut off rocks or they will bring out the soil also. They will take the material and they will bring somewhere themselves. So this gradual bearing of what is the crust formed by wind and water, generate level wind and water, the generate leveling of the surface of the earth with the new landform will be formed. The landforms that are formed by the wind and water process, they are called as third order landforms. Third order landforms. In my first session, I said to be about the first order landforms and second order landforms. Isn't it? Now I am saying about the third order landforms. See children, first order landform means continents and oceans that was formed out when the crust was called, it is called as first order landforms. Isn't it? And the second order landforms, it is when the interior molten rock material was cooling out, it started contracting the outer crust with the mountains, plains and valleys and plateaus were developed, therefore they were called as second order landforms. Yes, first order landform means continents and oceans. Second order landform means mountains, plains, plateaus were developed. And what are the third order landforms? Mean the shaping of landforms by the wind and water. By the wind and water. That is the landforms which were formed as by the work of wind and water. They were called as third order landforms. Third order landforms. Yes. So, see children, here what they were means valleys. That means, look at the given picture, V-shaped areas which are present between the two hills. Here, observe this picture children. Here in between the two hills, the valleys will be formed. Observe here, V-shaped. Yes. So, valleys means an area which are present between the two hills. In our India, take an example of Narmada valleys. Deltas, all of you know about the Sundarbans, deltas and forest also is there. Ganga, when it flows into the Bay of Bengal, at mouth some deltas and triangle shape will be formed. This is all because the work of wind and water. That is, valleys, deltas and sand dunes are formed. Yes, what are sand dunes children? Sand dunes means hill of sand. We can find in the desert. This is an exclusive work of wind because of the speed movement of the wind. What will happen? The sand from move one place to another place will be eroded and it will enter into some other places and it will be deposited. With this slowly and suddenly hill will be formed again. Wind will move great speed again hill. We will not find at a particular hill on one after 2 hours, again it will slope out, and again one more hill and the sand will be formed. These are the sand dunes. What I mean to say that wind and water is a natural sources and natural forms. What is it? Wind and water is a natural sources and natural forms. Also work hard order to create new features. Order to create new features of the earth surface, so that the land order form will be worked of wind and water are called as third order landforms. What are the third order landforms? Yes. What are the examples for this question, children? Valleys, sand dunes and deltas, etc. These are the third order landforms. So, this changing process is continuously is known as denudation process. What is the meaning of denudation means? It is continuously process. There will be changing hills, plains, plateaus, valleys, whatever, always there will be changing in this process. For example, you might have observed about what we can say about lake or pond in your villages, children. When you are in primary class, you might have to see some lake or pond in your village. Did you observe in your villages? Now, because of this eroded soil, because of the wind and water that is filled with some soil, now we will not find in any lake or pond. If you dig out, that is soil out, that away, we will find lake or pond, that is natural forces and acting playing an important role in shaping out the landforms. So this cycle is called as geomorphic cycle. The cycle is known as geomorphic cycle. Yes. See, geomorphic cycle is also called as geographic cycle or cycle of erosion. Is the theory of the evolution of landforms. This theory was first set forth by William M. Davis between 1884 and 1939. Yes, that is about the external process of the